Hello. It's me back and again for another video about what I saw on Twitter. Yeah, and like this video, we're gonna talk about like this. World Cup fans haven't been tipping in the United States, and restaurants are fighting back. They're now adding 20% to bill automatically as visitors aren't used to tipping culture, and staff had to explain it expected. So that's like when I like saw this post, like the one thing comes in mind is that no that is that's just scamming, of course, because like like currently right now we have like the World Cup right now. Like the World Cup is happening right now. Like as you can see right behind me, there's scores about different countries playing against them with each other, and of course there's always gonna be visitors from another continent or country, especially with Europeans. And yeah, like it's like when they go to restaurants, even though like it's different. I guess it's pretty much like the US versus the world, because here as well we don't actually have like a tipping culture as well. I guess it's like in the US, but correct me in the comments if there's like other countries that does do tipping culture besides the US. But it's kind of crazy that they will just like automatically put 20% of the bills automatically, like just to like, oh yeah, like you didn't tip, or you didn't like you didn't put like a tip for the servers, or this and that, because like of course like the customers who are not from the US that doesn't know like there's a tipping culture in the US. Like they're just visitors just to watch the World Cup as they like support their team. But it's kind of crazy that like in a big 2026, like the tipping culture in the US it still hasn't like changed at all. Like in spite like in the current economy, like in the current economy, that like eating out is kind of expensive. But then again, though, like it definitely needs like an update. We got like the comments down here as well. Like this tipping culture is an entitlement mentality. It should be banned. Tipping should be done. If a stellar employee goes an extra mile, it shouldn't be demanded. It should be earned. True. It like it should be like when you're actually paying your servers or employees. Like if you're a owner of a restaurant or a manager, it should be expected that you should pay your employees more balanced, instead of like having them to rely on tipping, because like there's no guarantee that they will like get the minimum as well. I'm guessing yeah, they get the minimum, but at the same time like their pay isn't enough to cover like bills, or cover like the groceries, and cover like the whole like cost of living, especially when living in a living like in like cities or big cities, or even like like different states, because like they have like different cost of living and whatnot. But yeah, like they should like include that to their like in their salary, instead of like having to like pray to God that this customer who is like ordered like 10 breadsticks just to tip like a massive fortunes just to cover the rent. Like holy. And we got another one here. Like everybody repeats after me: if you can afford to pay your employees living wage, then you shouldn't open a restaurant. Tips are not mandatory everywhere else in the world. Yeah, true. Because like yeah, like the yeah, correct me in the comments that, but like I guess like the US is pretty much the only like the tipping culture is only in the US and not outside, but correct me if I'm wrong. Next is like nothing screams hospitality like a mandatory voluntary payment. it, like I don't want to like say all servers, but there are some that are, yeah, like most are good, because like they depend on like they will show like good hospitality. They will like they will like show a good host or good hosties that, yeah, like, here's your food, enjoy your meal, whatnot. Not just like there are some who just, like, have like an attitude and just like throw on the food at table and no anything at all, like just being overly like outright rude, and you're pretty much expected to tip just for that, because like, yeah, that's the culture, that's the tipping culture, so you better tip even if like I spit on your food. That is crazy. And like it's expected, so you calculate the tips as part of the cost of the meal. That's the culture. Waiters are paid on tips, not as part of the meal. If you cannot afford the meal tip, then you cannot afford to eat at the restaurant. So you're basically telling me that, yeah, like if you can afford to tip, and especially like if you like working on a minimal wage job, like you just want to like treat yourself to a nice restaurant just for like forget about the hard day's work, and then you said like if you don't afford to tip, then you don't have to like go to a restaurant. Holy shit! Like, can I just eat at a restaurant in peace? Like, I got like $15, and the if the food is $15, then that's like the amount I'm willing to pay just to like enjoy a food at your restaurant. Because if I'm too broke to just go on a restaurant and just eat, then yeah, I just don't go to the restaurant. And if there's like a lot of people having like the same way, and your restaurant will be just go under if you have that kind of mentality, right? Another one is don't be fool. I work in a restaurant. I cook all the food for $17 an hour, which is like $200 a day. Meanwhile, waiters hang out, talk, and chill till the food's ready, but making $200 to $300 a night, and they cry when they want more. Wait a second. So you're telling me that even like the cooks don't get paid enough? Damn. So, oh my gosh, that is a huge revelation right here. Like, I don't know this, even though like I don't like work on the restaurant, but it's kind of crazy though. Like the servers can actually pull it off. But yeah, topic at hand, that like even like at the same time, like if they can earn this much money, like 230, and they don't have to like be mandatory, even though like it's pretty much like an optional to tip, like tip servers. If they can make this much money, then it doesn't have to be mandatory. Like, holy. Yeah. Okay, last one for this, and then we move on to the quotes. Isn't the whole core point of tipping that it is a voluntary gesture to thank a worker for the great service? Is it not at all a bit freaking embarrassing to be so out of touch when literally dozens of people from all around the world are saying it's scummy, yet USA refuse to see it? That's what I've been telling y'all. Like, they need to update the tipping culture, because we're not in the 1800s anymore. Like, the things change. Like, things are getting expensive, and the only last bit of like shred of like happiness is like going to a restaurant and just eat at peace. Even if let's say, for example, like a Joe Schmo would go to like a, let's say, like what is like Olive Garden or like other like mom and pop shop, or like a, yeah, mom and pop restaurant. They only got like $15, and what they see on the menu of let's say for like a burger, $15, burger and a fry, and then they would enjoy the fries, and then they would pay for that burger and fries, instead of having the server would demand a tip, like let's say like 20%, 15% tip. That guy just like they only have like $15 just for the meal, which is $15. How would they tip? Holy. Yeah, it definitely needs a change, or should I say like update the tipping culture. All right, let's check the quotes here. Here's one, like the concept of not paying your own employees and expecting customers to pay them for you is the most American thing possible. Yeah, like even on my like even mine as well is kind of like bizarre as well. Like here it's kind of optional but not mandatory. Right, like holy frick, European single-handedly ended Africa. What is it, Africa? Like holy shit, European single-handedly ended America's tipping culture. True, I guess. Restaurants in the States needs to pay their employees a livable wage, but whatever. Yeah, they should. Alright, two more, like tipping should be abolished. Pay your staff a livable wage. I'm so freaking tired of tipping culture in the US, and this is coming from someone that worked as a server for 10 plus years. Yo, even like the veteran server right here is actually calling it out, like saying the silent part out loud. Right. Maybe trying paying your employees a better salary. As a European, the three things I loathe about the US: tipping culture, tax not included. Oh yeah, same as well. Like I like the tax that the price before tax is kind of off-putting, or sometimes like it throws me off of like how much would I pay, and then most of the time they will say like, all right, this amount with before tax. What do you mean before tax? Like, do I have to calculate how much for like the tax so that I could know like the final price for that said item? Like, you can just like add it as the final price. Like, why do you have to make your customers have to calculate like, okay, so we're in this current state, so this state has the like this percentage of the tax, or I have to think about it. Just no. You can just like added it automatically as the final price, so that the customers like only thing to do is just pay that price. Like, yo. But anyway, that's what I my thoughts about the current topic at hand, which is the tipping culture, especially for like the European visitors that are visiting America, and then the restaurants are like, I don't say all, but there are some will do this scummiest thing ever, and just no. Can you please not? Especially like it will just like be like a negative thing, especially for like potential tourists that would go to the US and like try US stuff, and then this shit happens. Yeah, kind of not good for uh like for the tourism spot. But who am I kidding? That's all.